Okay, here we go, story time.
Pickle, travel, story, power. Pickle, travel, story, power.
This one's a mucho scary story and it involves a foot, specifically my foot. Let me say this, the year was 2007 or 2008. It was one of those two, 7 or 8. I don't quite remember which one. This was peak George St. Pierre era. Matt Hughes, Matt Serra, all those guys were like, you know, on the screen. Everybody's watching MMA. Chuck Liddell, Randy Couture, and a bunch of other famous names that I'm forgetting or leaving out. And at that time, I had been doing jiu-jitsu on and off for a little bit, but then I finally found the gym close to home. That place was called Adrenaline, and it was awesome. I loved it. It was like the coolest thing ever. Being there and getting arm barred and getting strangled was like the funnest thing ever. I did submit a bunch of people, but I was submitted more often than not, and I really liked that. Not the passing out part, but it was just so fun. And I would go to kickboxing, wrestling, jiu-jitsu, and I would do that 6 days out of the week. Open mats and Saturdays was my favorite because guys with black belts would show up and you just start rolling with them. I actually got to meet a lot of professional fighters, or at least professional at the time, from King of the Cage, or even some former Pride fighters, and I mean Pride FC out of Japan, which was the coolest thing ever. I really loved it. I loved the environment, just being around those people. Anyways, during this time, there was this weird trend where dudes would stump on each other's foot to try to get a takedown. I never did that. I can proudly say I chose not to do that. It was just not my thing. I can't say the same for other people because this gentleman showed up, and I remember to this day my jiu-jitsu coach telling me, this guy is a grade A psycho. Like, he is psycho. He should not be here. He wasn't wrong. There I am one day, we're just we're doing the we're just wrestling, we're practicing takedowns, double legs, single legs, 2-on-1 Russians, you name it. It was cool. It was fun. I really enjoyed it. Coach steps away. No, class was over. Coach left. He had to leave, and I was waiting for the next class, and this guy's like, hey, you want to practice takedowns? And I was like, yeah, sure, let's do it. Long story short, one of the owners was like, was it the owner or one of the some higher up guy? I don't think it was the owners of the gym. He's like, hey, I got some gloves and some headgear if you guys really want to practice. And we're like, yeah, let's do this. And oh wait, let me back up. This was the kind of guy who would say, I'm seeing red. When I see red, people drop, or when I see red, people get knocked out, or I've had X amount of fights in the streets, I'm this good, and so on and so forth. He was that kind of guy. So I was like a little intimidated, but shoot, like, let's do this. Let's train. Let's see what's up. We lock up like wrestlers do. Not the clinch, not the head like wrestlers do. And that was his mistake because at that time, the underhook, dude, I could just pick dudes up and slam them like crazy.
Why, he is the greatest professional athlete in the world today. Look at this. He's slammed it.
And even to this day, I can proudly say that when it comes to wrestling and takedowns, my defense is amazing, my offense is even better. No, that's not true. My offense is good, but my defense is amazing. It's like I'm difficult to take down. I thank Adrenaline for that. So here we are wrestling, and I pick this guy up and I slam him down, and I could tell he's getting frustrated, and he's just like trying to throw elbows and hands, and I'm just like, dude, like, chill, bro, we're just wrestling. But then I start giving him his receipts. So every time he tags me, I pop him back, and it was fun. It was cool. For me, he was having a rough time. Finally, pushes me against this padded wall that we had, or no, it wasn't even a padded wall. I just honestly think it was the side of the... Yeah, it was like the side of the ring. How did we get all the way over there? He pushes me against that, and he's struggling, and he's like slamming my back and my kidneys against the edge of the ring, and I'm like, what? Like this does nothing, dude. You're not gonna win here. I can take this. And he's just slamming me and pushing me against it, and over and over and over again, and I'm not going down. And next thing you know, picks up his foot with his heel, he rams it straight into my left foot, just right at the very top of it. And all I said was, ow. And he keeps doing that over and over again. I'm just like, ow, 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 ow. And then like he starts to make his way down towards my toes, and he's just slamming my toes. I'm just like, ow, ow. But I was shocked because I didn't think anybody would do that. Keep in mind, it was actually, you would see that occasionally in the UFC, in the cage. I don't know how popular it was. I don't know if it was like proper fight decorum, but he was doing it. And I'm just like, ouch, 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 ouch. And one of my friends at the time, he's like, hey, Mario, don't let him do that to you. And I'm like, you're right. So as he lifts his legs, I single leg him. So I just like, he picks his leg up, I grab his knee, sweep it over, slam him. He slams really hard, and then I go knee on belly, which is where you put your knee on his belly. And I start pulling his arm up, which at the time, I didn't know this. But if you do that hard enough, you can make somebody tap out from it. Get off of him, because I figured he had enough, and he rolls over, and it's like he starts gagging, he starts barfing. Well, anyways, cut to the chase. Thanks to that guy, whenever the weather changes, I feel it on my foot. On the quick side note, if I look at my foot foot. It kind of hangs like after that it was kind of hanging all droopy. I was like, oh, what happened to it? But that's a scary story. I'll see you guys next time.